Good afternoon, my friends. Today's video, after 4 long days of research, comparing every single person's settings, trying them out for myself, trying pro player settings, trying streamer settings, I have finally amassed the perfect settings for Modern Warfare 2. We're talking graphic settings, we're talking controller settings, and we're talking audio settings, guys. So without further ado, strap in your seatbelts. Let's go ahead and hop into the controller settings. Alrighty, guys, so we're just gonna go strictly right down the line, man. What I use is I like to use tactical flip. So you could flip your R1 and L1 by selecting this option right here, and you can go ahead and throw on tactical right there. I go ahead and I use default stick layout. I have my controller vibration off, guys. Definitely have your controller vibration off. It's going to only mess up your shot. If you're used to it, trust me, turn it off. It's gonna take a day or two and you will get used to it. My horizontal and vertical sense is going to be on 6.6. I think 6.6.1 is absolutely perfect for this game, and I don't think it needs to be touched. I think 6.6 is great for the game. My sense is going to be 1 for everything else as well. I don't touch any of these. Now I have my aim down sight on hold. I have my auto tac sprint on auto tac sprint, but honestly, I've been thinking about maybe taking this off. Pro players cannot use auto tac sprint in the Call of Duty League, and a lot of them play without it. And I was watching a couple streams, and honestly, it looked pretty clean. I'm thinking that maybe auto tac sprint might be slightly detrimental in this game because of how bad the sprint to fire time is. So my equipment behavior is going to be on hold. My weapon mount is going to be on ADS melee, tap to reload, and apply 1. But we don't have armor place yet. Now, where it gets a little mixy, guys, we have advanced. Now, here is something super low-key that you probably did not know about. Your aim assist type, guys. You could go ahead and actually change this to Black Ops. If you want a little bit more stronger aim pool, you can go ahead and throw on Black Ops, but I actually really like the default aim assist, so I haven't messed with it. I did try Black Ops, but ultimately I ended up coming back to default. My target aim assist is going to be on. My aim response curve type is going to be dynamic. It's going to give you a much more snappy feel. It's going to make your 6.6 sense feel like 7.7 or 8.8. Overall W right there. We're going to go ahead and have the ADS sensitivity transition timing on instantaneous. Definitely want to have that on. Custom zoom is on off. And guys, I have seen so many people not check their dead zones. Guys, it's Call of Duty 2022. Check your dead zone settings. Have it on 0.05. Lower if you please. Higher if you have stick drift. 0.05 is a great median, and your left stick should always be lower than 0.99. The reason for that is your movement will be registered much faster if you have it on lower than 1. So if you have the setting on 1, your stick dead zone is pretty much going to look like this. At 80, it's going to look like that. Thus meaning that you have to move your analog stick a shorter distance to achieve an auto tac sprint or just your full walking / sprinting speed. My triggers, I do not have this dead zone change because I use my bumpers to shoot. So if you do use your triggers, have this on 0. Auto move forward is on off. I don't really mess with any of these settings, but I do have the double tap for this. Ground advance on off, partial off, standard movement off and on. And I've left everything else pretty much default. Those are the controller settings you should be rocking, but if you like a different sense or you want the Black Ops style aim assist, try that. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to graphics. All the is pretty much default. I have this on automatic. V-Sync's gonna be on off. Custom frame limit. Definitely want to have this on 60 so you're not burning out your GPU in between games. 60 or 30. I should honestly have this on 240, but I have it on 260 because why not? And then everything is going to be 2.2 for gamma. My brightness is on where it's barely visible. I have my focus mode on off. This is HDR. Definitely have this off. And all this is pretty much basic. Now we're gonna hop into the quality. It's going to give you an entire different look and feel to your game. What I do actually, I saw so many people, I'm convinced this is because I'm on 1440p, but I saw so many professional players in all their settings videos. They were all using this fidelity CAS, and I am on 1440p. So I actually prefer using the image scaling based off of my GPU. So if you have an AMD card, I would use this AMD. I have an NVIDIA card, so I use image scaling, and I just have it on native in 0.3, and my game looks absolutely incredible. So many people have came out to the stream saying, yo, Ralph, your game looks so crystal clear compared to other streamers. What is it that you're using? It is this setting that I have different than everyone else. But if this does not work for you, if your game does not look good, what everyone else is using is they are pretty much using the fidelity CAS and they're cranking it up to 100. But definitely give this a try. I play on Filmic SM8AT2X as well, so that way I don't have to turn on Filgram at the bottom of the settings down here. Anti-aliasing quality is actually on normal, and my video memory scale is on 85. This pretty much is a threshold of how much your RAM wants to work. Now for everything else, I pretty much have everything low. We're gonna go low, low, low. High distant level detail because I want to be able to see somebody cross map. Long for clutter draw distance. Honestly, I like the look of the game a little bit better with long. Particle quality is on high. So I can go ahead and see explosions and just like lighting and stuff a little bit easier in this. I don't know. I feel like my game feels a little blurry if I have this on low. My particle quality level is going to be on low though. My bullet sprays and impacts is going to be on off. My shader quality is going to be on off. My test lens is going to be on off. My terrain memory is going to be on max. And I actually was crashing so much when I had this setting on disabled. And since I've turned this setting on, at least as a fix for right now, I'm not saying that you should have on-demand texture streaming on, but for right now, it has fixed my issues with all of the standard repair errors. So I have this on right now. I was having issues with it off. My streaming quality is on low. My volumetric quality is on low. Deferred physical quality is on off. Water caustics is on off. I have shadow map resolution is going to be very low. Screen space shadow is going to be on off. My spot shadow quality is on low. My spot cache is on low. Particle lighting is on low. My ambient occlusion is on off. And my screen space reflections is on off. And actually, I have this setting different than other people. I have this setting on high, and I swear it makes a massive difference in how nice my game looks. This setting on high, I would give it a try if you want your game to look better. Weather grids, volumes is on off, and my NVIDIA reflex low latency, of course, is gonna be an on plus boost. This gives you absolutely zero input delay, guys. This is probably one of the biggest game-changing settings. Be sure you're using this setting. I don't know why somebody would ever have it on off or tell you to use it on without boost. I feel a night and day difference having boost on. So definitely throw that on. Depth of field should be off, so your game's not blurry. World motion blur, again, so your game's not blurry, have that off. And weapon motion blur, have that on off. Film grain, like we talked about earlier, we have Filmic SMAA T2X on, so we don't have to throw that film grain on. And we can go ahead and get on to the next tab. Now, guys, if we are playing multiplayer, man, if you're playing multiplayer, have your field of view on something smaller than 120. If you're on mouse and keyboard, I understand, I respect it. But I was watching so many professional player streams, and pretty much the bulk of guys is going to play on 90 FOV to around 105, and that's like the way high end. So me coming from 120 on Warzone, I'm on 103, and honestly, my game feels absolutely money. Not only that, you do get more frames by cranking down your FOV. So if you're wondering, if you're kind of not like in the feel of the game or whatever, you're feeling like you're getting caught out sprinting a lot, or you just feel like kind of body, you're feeling like you're focusing on way too much, guys, own it in. It's multiplayer. You only need to really kill whatever's in front of you, guys. It's not Warzone. You're not, looking at somebody camping a mountaintop. All that matters is who's in front of you. You're going to be dying very fast. Doesn't matter if somebody's across the map. All that matters is who's in front of you. So have that on 103 for me. I have my ADS field of view unaffected. My weapon field of view is going to be a default. This is going to be default. And these two settings definitely change it down to 50. You're going to have less sway and blur while you're moving left and right, and it's also going to give you less visual recoil. Definitely have those two on 50. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into the last segment, which is going to be the audio settings of this game. So guys, honestly, I personally don't hear the audio like absolutely incredible in this game, but one thing I've noticed is just not tack sprinting, not full sprinting a lot, and just really pre-aiming a lot more, or crouching even a little bit more. When I do either one of those two, I can definitely hear footsteps amazingly, but you're not going to be able to hear footsteps like crazy while you're auto tack sprinting. Makes sense. You shouldn't be able to hear everything. So I go ahead and I actually think that headphones sounds the best. I've tried all of these. Headphone bass boost just feels like explosions and stuff are a little bit extra loud. Headphones just sounds overall the best to me. And I have my master volume on 100. My music volume is going to be on 0. My dialogue volume is going to be on 50 because I don't want them to be screaming that the kill streak's coming in. Sometimes I'm going to be missing some really important sound cues if the dialogue guy is screaming. Hit marker volume should be less than like 50. You don't really need to hear your hit markers that loud. And like, if I'm lasering somebody, I still want to be able to hear what's happening around me. I want to hear maybe some footsteps or something. So hit marker volume is not going to be on 100. My mono audio is on off, guys. So many people, this setup is actually wrong. The mono audio, what it tells you guys, mono audio means that both sounds, that sounds from your left ear goes into both ears. Sounds from your right ear goes into both ears. It totally distorts your audio. The description is wrong there, so whoever did that, good job, but have this on off, guys. And those are pretty much my settings, guys. Be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know if any of these settings helped you out. I do know that these settings have given me the best overall FPS and the best overall accuracy and movement in my games. My game feels and looks absolutely phenomenal. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys did enjoy. If you guys did find this video informative, guys, be sure to drop a subscription to the channel and drop a like on the video. We're going to be doing all kinds of informative content as well as some cracked out gameplay in Warzone 2 when it comes out in 2 weeks. We were ranked #1 in Warzone 1 for solo kills. We plan on taking that title as well in Warzone 2. So we got some cracked out and informative content coming your way. Please be sure to subscribe for more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. See you in the next one. Bye.